News 5 at noon is being brought to you by Insurance Corporation of Belize, serving Belize for 40 years.
Good afternoon, Belize. It's midday and you're tuned in to the news at noon, where we bring you the latest updates from around the country. I'm Isana Cayetano and here's what's making headlines today. Fatal accident mars Orange Walk Juve festivities. Unlicensed bus impounded after deadly Ladyville accident. Door-to-door campaign kicks off for cannabis referendum in Key-Caulker. Guatemalan vessels enter Belize's waters on Independence Day, no clash reported. And Belize strengthens ties with Palestine despite international division. These stories are coming up in just 1 minute.
When I was a student, ICB was there to protect me, ensuring my education and future. When I got my first car, ICB was there to protect me, providing excellent coverage and peace of mind on the road. When we moved into our first apartment, ICB was there to protect us, securing our belongings and giving us a sense of security. And when we got our first house, ICB was there for us, protecting our home and everything we've worked so hard for.
At every step of your life's journey, ICB is there for you. For more information, call 224-5328 or visit our nearest branch.
Welcome back. Over the weekend, what should have been a lively pre-carnival Juve celebration in Orange Walk ended in tragedy. Just after 5 o'clock on Sunday morning along Liberty Avenue, the music and revelry came to a halt when 22-year-old Axel Carrillo, originally from Orange Walk but living in San Pedro, reportedly fell from a moving truck. Moments later, he was run over. Carrillo was rushed to the hospital, but sadly, he didn't make it. His death has left family and friends heartbroken, and it's ignited public concern for better safety measures during these popular festivities. Police are still piecing together what exactly happened as the community struggles to come to terms with this shocking loss during one of its most anticipated cultural events. Another tragic road accident occurred, this time in Ladyville. It happened late Sunday morning, just before 11 on Mirage Road. 38-year-old Gabriel Mai was riding his bicycle when he reportedly swerved in front of a bus and fell onto the pavement. Moments later, he too was run over. Mai was pronounced dead shortly after, and tonight police have detained the bus driver from Lord's Bank. We're also learning that the bus was unlicensed and has since been impounded. The official campaign for the upcoming cannabis legalization referendum is now underway in Key-Caulker. Community volunteers will be hitting the streets, going door to door and talking directly with residents about what this historic vote means. The referendum is set for October 8th, and the question is simple. Should Belize move forward with a regulated taxable cannabis industry, one that promises jobs and revenue for the island? Local councillor Ilya Rosado, who's leading the charge, says this campaign is all about education, transparency, and empowerment. In his words, quote, "We want people to make their decision based on facts, not fear," end quote. Expect street activities, public conferences, and plenty of opportunities to ask questions before voting day. On the other hand, the religious community has also launched a counter-campaign aimed at dissuading residents from voting in favor of cannabis legalization in that village. So, if you're registered on the island, mark your calendars. October 8th is your chance to help shape the future of Key-Caulker.
Dear Key-Caulker residents, on October 8, 2025, you will take part in a historic first for Belize.
Key-Caulker residents have the power to decide if we are ready for the regulation of a plant that has been around for centuries.
An island referendum to decide whether we move forward with a responsible and regulated cannabis industry or whether we continue the illegal trade.
It's not about voting yes or no to smoking cannabis, but rather yes or no to regulation, safety, and local revenue.
Wherever you stand, let us always remember to be mindful and respectful of each other's views.
In regions where cannabis is legalized, taxes fund schools, healthcare, roads, and community programs.
No matter the outcome on October 8, cannabis possession will still be legal in Belize. It has been since 2017, So what you are going to be deciding on is whether you want regulation.
This type of revenue would represent a significant opportunity for our island.
Regulation imposes an age limit, ID checks, quality standards, authorized points of sale and consumption, things that the illegal market does not do. It is time for facts, not fear. Do your own research and make the decision that makes sense.
Informed votes build better communities. Let's do it for Kikaken.
The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has confirmed to News 5 that Guatemalan armed forces vessels entered Belizean waters on Independence Day, right in the Sarstoon area. According to officials, the Belize Coast Guard quickly approached the vessels and informed them that they were inside Belize's territory. The good news is that the Guatemalan boats left shortly after, and there was no confrontation. Coast Guard Commandant Elton Bennett also confirmed to us that the situation remained calm. But not everyone is taking it lightly. Founder of the Belize Territorial Volunteers, Will Mejia, is calling the incident a slap to the face of Belizeans.
Yes, it's disrespect to Belize. It's on our Independence Day. We are busy celebrating our Independence Day. We are celebrating Independence Day. They disrespected Belize again on our Independence Day, which is a slap in the face. And, you know, I believe that it's time for us to take a harder stand. This diplomacy or diplomatic thing is not working. Belize need to widen its grip. Belize need to show more of a presence. Belize need to reach out to its international partners. I'm happy to see the Commonwealth and CARICOM made statements. But again, we had the Organization of American States General here. Why didn't they bring him to the Sarstoon? I mean, he was making the wrongs. He went to the Benqueviejo, which nothing is going on there. If it is so secure, then why didn't he come to the Sarstoon? I mean, he could have asked for help. We would have been willing to take him to the Sarstoon, but he had the government officials who was always with him too. That's where he should have gone.
Just last week, Belize welcomed 7 new ambassadors who presented their credentials to Governor General Dame Frola Salam. Among them was the new Palestinian ambassador. Belize has long supported Palestine, even voting in favor of a United Nations resolution that calls for steps towards an independent Palestinian state. But not all world leaders share that view. At the United Nations, U.S. President Donald Trump argued that recognizing Palestine is like rewarding the militant group Hamas, pointing to its attack on Israel 2 years ago. The current conflict in Gaza, however, has been described by many world leaders as genocide against the Palestinian people. As the new ambassador takes up her post, the question of Palestine's recognition remains a divisive issue on the world stage. For Belize, her arrival reaffirms the country's position.
Unfortunately, Hamas has repeatedly rejected reasonable offers to make peace. We can't forget October 7th, can we? Now, as if to encourage continued conflict, some of this body is seeking to unilaterally recognize a Palestinian state. The rewards would be too great for Hamas terrorists for their atrocities. This would be a reward for these horrible atrocities, including October 7th, even while they refuse to release the hostages or accept a ceasefire. Instead of giving to Hamas and giving so much, because they've taken so much, they have taken so much. This could have been solved so long ago. But instead of giving in to Hamas's ransom demands, those who want peace should be united with one message: release the hostages now. Just release the hostages now. We have to negotiate, immediately have to negotiate peace. We got to get the hostages back. We want all 20 back. We don't want 2 and 4. As you know, I got, along with Steve Witkoff and others that helped us, Marco Rubio, we got most of them back. We were involved in all of them. But I always said the last 20 are going to be the hardest, and that's exactly what happened.
That's a wrap for the news at noon. But don't worry, there's plenty more coming your way at 6 p.m. We'll dive deeper into these stories and more. In the meantime, visit greaterbelize.com and follow us on Facebook for real-time updates. And don't miss Open Your Eyes tomorrow morning for fresh takes on today's headlines. Thanks for tuning in, Belize. Stay informed, stay inspired, and have a fantastic afternoon.
News 5 at noon was brought to you by Insurance Corporation of Belize, serving Belize for 40 years.
In the face of tragedy, you depend on accurate and timely information. In times of triumph, you seek to be inspired. You demand transparency and accountability. Your desire is to know and to understand, to be heard and seen. I take pride in telling stories that safeguard communities. Your dedication and success live on through these reports. Getting to the truth is my duty. My unwavering commitment is to tell the stories that matter the most to you. I am News 5.